to use VlookUp. So I'm going to apply VLOOKUP to this table just to showcase how VLOOKUP works. Obviously, with what I'm going to be doing, there's actually other ways to do it, but I'm just going to show you how VLOOKUP could actually apply as a digital analyst on our information, on our data. Okay, so first thing I normally do is I actually duplicate my table just to make sure that I actually do not mess it up. So I'm going to send it to duplicate, create a copy, and click OK, and then boom, automatically it's done. So then that way, I actually, like I said, do not actually mess up my original table. So because I've done that, let me see, so it's saying I can't do that. So let's go. Okay, stop freaking out. So we're going to go VLOOKUP, duplicate, done. Okay, so we can delete that one. And then, so basically how you use VLOOKUP is a situation would be if you had, say, two different managers, account managers, and you needed to give them different information. And in this example, I'm going to show you if, for instance, you had an account manager that dealt with the paid part of the campaigns, and then you had, and they needed to find out how the content was doing that they were actually paying for comparisons. And I'm going to show you how to do it just for organic content. And generally, I guess, if you had a manager that focused just on the content and wanted to figure out which content actually worked organically and which one didn't, then you would give them that content. So you open up, obviously, we create a new tab. Then our new tab, we're going to have paid. And in the other tab, we're going to have organic. So the first thing we're going to do is, for VLOOKUP to work, we need to actually give it a designated information for it to be able to pick up everything we're doing. So what VLOOKUP does is, it actually, if we use the post IDs as our designated information, and we put the post IDs in paid and in organic, then as we change information on the main table, it would automatically change the information on these tables. And as I show you, then you'll be able to see how that would work. So the first thing we need to do is we would have a post ID column. So we're going to label our columns to start with. So we're going to go post ID. And then the next one we're going to look at is going to be, so if we are doing this for paid, then obviously our next column is going to be total. So it's going to be total paid, comparison's sake. I mean total, so sorry, so it's total reach. And then we're going to have paid reach, followed by total impressions, because that's what we're going to be measuring if we wanted to measure impressions, followed by paid impressions. Okay, and then on this table, we would have, I would just go copy paste everything basically, and then just edit it how it needs to be. So then we change paid to organic, and then change paid to organic. And then if we want to make this look nice, we can actually just make sure that we do this so we're able to see our information for both for now. Okay, Sweet. So now we have created our labels. What we're going to do now is we're going to copy our post IDs as they are on our table. And then we're going to paste them because that is what our key information is that actually keeps the information spreading across and uniform. Okay, so now what we do is we know this is the post ID in page, this is the same post ID in organic. What we need to do is we need to program the pages and tell the page what information to pull into the new tables from those post IDs. So how we do that is, I'm going to start with organic. We come here to our total reach. So if we look here, you'll see our total reach are columns at the top here are done A, B, C, D, E. But for VLOOKUP, what we're going to do is we're going to convert A, B, C, D, E to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we want to get something from column B, then when we work on our formula, we're going to say 2. If we want to get something from column C, we're going to say 3. In column D, we're going to say 4. And we're going to go back here. And let's see how do we then calculate total reach. Okay, so we're going to come in here and do our formula, which is going to be equals VLOOKUP and then we're going to add our lookup value. So our lookup value is going to be on this table, it's going to be A2. So we're going to say A2. That's the first thing we need to put in there. So this is our reference. This is what we want it to pull the information from. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put in a table array. A table array is what table do we want the information to come from. And the table we want the information to come from, we go like this. It's going to be table 57 because that's what our duplicate table actually is. So we're going to go to table 57, comma. Now we're going to put in our column index number, which is, when we look up here, going to be on column J down here, which is lifetime total reach, which then means that we want it to be column 10, because remember, we're using numbers instead of alphabets. And then we're going to add in there false. So it does the exact match of the information as it actually is changed. And then another thing is I'm going to add here a $sign to make sure that it keeps this information consistent throughout everything that we actually do. Okay, so there we go. Total reach is 4,991. Then what I do is to spread it across, you just go to the corner, you pull all the way to the bottom, and boom, it does your total reach for everyone. So now, quick tip, I'm going to copy this formula and paste it across so I don't have to rewrite it. And then all I need to do is just change the column number and it will automatically fill it in with the right information. So our organic reach is in column 11. Our total impressions are in column 14. Sorry, actually our total impressions are in column 13, and our organic impressions are in column 14. And then to spread this baby across, just grab the corner, drag it all the way down, and there it is. And same goes here. And there we go. So now, as you look at the table, you'll see our totals actually look the same. So total reach and organic reach looks the same, because if you have not boosted, then there is no other information to compare. So they're always going to look the same. But there's different things you could actually try and do now with this different table. Like you could actually use it to compare month to month, if you want to, how much organic reach you have on a total. You can use it to see week to week how much organic information you have in comparison. You could even use it to compare which posts actually perform better. And you could do that literally by just adding another one, which would go post type. And then you could actually just take your formula, copy paste, and then add your post type, which would be your D, which would be 4, to your formula. And then you'd be able to see, based on this, and add so many other variations to be able to look up and see which posts are performing and how they're performing and which ones are performing better for your organic post design. So now I did the organic first because I'm going to be a lazy bugger. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do paid, but we're going to do paid. This is what we're going to do. We are going to copy the headers. We don't need post type. I guess we can do post type. Go paid. Oh, I guess we just needed post type in this one. So just add the new one, copy post type, and it's in there. And now for the formulas, all you need to do is literally just copy these, copy, and you can paste them across. Now, remember that these are working on organic, so now we have to change them. So our total reach is going to stay exactly the same. So we can just spread that formula across. But our paid reach, the formula is different because it's in a different column. So our column here for our paid reach is column 10. So we're going to change this to column 10. Sorry, I'm in column 12. So this is actually column 12. So I'm going to change this to column 12. So clearly we did not boost that post. So it has 0 paid impressions. But here's what happens when we edit. You can actually see the performance on the posts that were actually boosted. And then paid impressions stays the same. So we're going to drag it all the way down. And then paid impressions was a different one. So we're going to find the column for paid impressions, which was column 15. and then we can just drag this across and paste. And then obviously this one stays the same. You can drag it across and paste. So this is just an example of how you can actually use VLOOKUP. Because then what happens is every single month, when I pull up my analytics report from Facebook, then I can actually copy all the new information for that month, the post ID, and paste it into this here, and paste it into this here, and it would automatically give me the numbers. And based on that, I can come up with different formulas to find out the different ways that the paid content is actually working, and if I wanted to even compare it to how the organic information is working. Now also, if you look here, like I said to you earlier, with the organic reach, everything stays the same, but with the paid, there's difference. So if we have if we have content that was boosted like this here, then you can see that it's actually the content adds up to more. So out of the 3,412 in reach that we had, only 1,885 was actually from the paid. And just by seeing this and looking at this, you can see that the organic actually did better than the paid, which means that we need to figure out a different strategy with our paid. As we look at this, that's what this is actually saying. Organic is actually doing a lot better than our paid. Okay, and that's how you can apply VLOOKUP to your Excel sheets for your Facebook insights.